So today is the 30th of March, 2021. Now, if you've stuck around for a while, that might sound familiar as an intro. It was the intro that I did, changing the dates, at the beginning of every single episode of Road to Release. Particularly talking about the demo versions of Hired Raid and Saving Grace. They were studio, I guess, not tours, working through the process. It was the road to releasing those tracks. I had to do that for my course. However, I'm working on my next album. That's all you need to know. And there's a few things that are different. Different studio, massively different studio. This is at university now, so it's a lot better. Another thing, masks. Just as I said, it's 2021, so I have to wear a mask. Actually, that's a lie, I don't need to wear a mask. I'm the only one in the studio here. I just did that for theatrics, because I thought... Basically, if you don't know what the series is, it is a completely just chaotic description of everything that's going on when it comes to recording in a studio. I've booked this studio today for 3 hours to record all of the electric guitars for the album, which is a lot more than Road to Release was, and they were short ones. One of them was only like 2-3 minutes long or something like that. But I felt, you know what, I'll do this again, just so you can see the process of it all. And so I've got this studio for 3 hours to do this. This is just the intro, and there'll be different dates, probably very different dates because of how booking it all sort of thing. So yeah, that's what this series is, if you didn't know. And if you did know, welcome back. Welcome back to this series. I'm just going to do videos, you know, just get stuff out, really. I don't know why I'm panning that way. Let's pan this way. Kind of just getting videos out, sort of thing. Getting more stuff on my channel. Basically, I need to start setting up the studio. We'll cut to that. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. This is the setup I'm working with in the studio. I'm using the main thing is this beautiful thing, as I'm trying to get it in frame. This actually, I would turn around and see, but my camera can't do that. That actually is a custom-built guitar. As a Christmas present, what's this? That's what I'm using on this first track. In terms of equipment, I am using this Fender amp. Don't exactly know what model it is. It is a Hot Rod Deluxe 3, as I'm looking on the back here. That was what I was advised by the tech lecturer on my course to use. If you have any better suggestions for amps, come up to Leeds. Along with that, I'm using also the mic recommendation, which is a Sennheiser MD 421, something along the lines of that. Been recommended that along with the amp combination, specifically for this first track. Not necessarily for the other tracks, but I'll have to see when it comes to it. And I still have, as I move ever more into the darkness, I still have my trusty Fender Strats. These camera angles are going to look horrible. Gonna get on with recording the first track. I'll probably put like the camera in the corner so you can see me play, maybe? I don't know, I need to sound check this all before I do it. Just try to set up the recording. Did some pretty good takes, I would say, with a little bit of editing here and there across it, because I have to, run from the studio here, set it all up and play it, so I have to loop record mode in Logic, if you know what that means. Set it all up, recorded it, thought it did well, came back into the control room, it didn't record anything, there was no sound coming out of it. So what I need to do now is look up my lecturer's video on how to use this studio. I don't know how long it's going to take to fix it. Currently, I'm an hour into the 3-hour session that I've got, so I've got 2 hours to hopefully do the rest. Not that everyone would like to know that I've just fixed the problem. I had to look up the video from the lecture, as I mentioned, but I genuinely had it that I watched it, was being like, thank you, it actually now works, and my initial first thought was, I need to show my reaction to this. So I was going to say, I got all of the parts I wanted to record on the one guitar. I've gotten 2 of the songs done, luckily. But I just came back into the control room after going through one of the songs 3 times, and I came back in to see the fact that I didn't set the right inputs. I'll repeat that again. I didn't
set the right inputs.
None of it got recorded. This is what being in the studio is like. Especially a studio like this where I had to spend ages looking it up. The thing is, anyway, I don't think the sound for that works. So if anything, it's not entirely a bad thing. I just don't think the sound for this track that I've recorded works. It doesn't feel right with the guitars. But it's still the fact that I didn't set the right input. I didn't do an outro. Basically, I intend to do more of this. I intend to do more of Road to Release with recording the parts for this album. Didn't get loads of recording done yesterday. Annoyed with myself for that, but then that's literally the first time I've been in that studio, so it's just like, it's understandable, really. It kind of is understandable why I haven't got that, like, efficient sort of thing. I think I maybe just annoyed myself because of the fact that I should be efficient in studios, but I'm not. So stick around for those. We'll have other videos whenever I feel like it and whenever I'm in the studio to do stuff like that. So, yeah, keep watching the videos, keep listening to my music, follow me on social media. I don't know how to do outros. I still don't have an outro. I'll come up with one in the future.